Welcome back to Dreamchasers. My name is Ariana Harrington. If you like this hoodie that I'm wearing, you can shop online today. Today we are going to talk about go-to moves and how to perfect them.
New Chanel, mama and Gucci, got out the hoop, yeah. Been through hell, carry the, life is a movie, yeah. We prevail, now we do the groupies, don't do the groupies, yeah. Got money for bail, don't act like you knew me, knock off your koofy, yeah. Flooded the rollie with Ethan, Hellcat Katrina the Beamer, blowing the money like Freeman. I got a flex in the sleepers, they tryna do me like Caesar. You gotta watch for the creepers, I got that anesthesia.
All right, and welcome back to Dreamchasers. I had a very special guest do that today. That's my daughter, Ariana Harrington. But today we're going to talk about go-to moves and how to use them. Okay, we talk a lot of different times about different players in the NBA and how they perfect their moves and how they continuously be able to make different moves and be effective with them. One thing you should be looking to do at all times is find a move that works for you. So when you're working on your go-to moves, find a move maybe like a crossover or between your legs, something that if you had 7 seconds or less that you need to get down the floor and you have to score, you need to be able to use this move and be effective. Okay, so if the coach calls a play and you catch it with 7 seconds, you got to be able to free yourself up with that move. You watch a lot of different guys like James Harden, Kyrie Irving. One thing about it, they do have go-to moves, but they're so shifty with all of their moves that anytime that they do anything, it's just all pure reaction at that point. What I need you to understand is that even though they have multiple moves, they still have a move that's really comfortable that can get off shots that they can make to win games. One thing that you need to do is find 3 ways to use this go-to move. So the first thing you need to do is to have that go-to move. Go-to move first, if it's maybe say it's a crossover or between cross, all right? It could be a combo move for your go-to, all right? Finding ways to get space. After you establish your go-to move, you want to establish a counter. So let's say if your go-to move is an in and out crossover. In and out crossover should get you space. Now, the counter for an in and out cross may be a step back. So you would come down, first move, in and out cross, pull up, gain speed. It got to be fast and it has to be able to create space. So one thing that you have to work on when you're working on go-to moves is making sure that you have to get from point A to point B very quickly. After you get from point A to point B, now you want to add your counter. So if your counter is a step back, maybe a pull back, maybe it's another move, figure that out. So figure out a counter for your go-to move. Then you have to find a counter for your counter. So maybe it's an in and out crossover, then maybe it's a behind your back, maybe it's one dribble down, then it's a step back. It's a counter move. The one thing that I learned early on, my brother played in the NBA, a lot of guys worked their go-to moves. They worked their counters for their go-to moves, they worked their counters for their counters. And every last one of these guys had one, even if they wasn't a superstar. So sometimes that ball might find its way into your hands and you gotta be able to produce with it. So make sure that you're working on game time go-to moves at all times. Don't just work just certain moves. You should have a move that if your number gets called and a coach says, hey, I need you to go out and get this bucket, you've been on fire this whole second half, you don't know what to do with it. Because if you don't have a plan, it's gonna turn out bad. My name is Harvey Harrington. I wanna thank you guys for watching this video. Like, share, and subscribe. And I hope you guys stay warm. Take care.